All right, workout worthy, welcome to Amazing Abs. This is a quick, effective core workout that's going to lengthen, strengthen, tone, and condition all of the muscles in your midsection. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and save this video. Your workouts do not need to be extreme, but you do need to be consistent. Today's workout is going to be based on time, not speed. That means you focus on your form and go at your own pace. You're not sprinting or trying to do a maximum rep. You're trying to isolate, strengthen, and tone your core. You can do this entire workout with your body weight, or you can add additional resistance. I'm going to be using a 4-pound soft weighted Bosu ball. They sell little medicine balls anywhere where they sell fitness equipment. You can order them online, and it's a great fitness tool that you could use right at home. If you have a dumbbell, that's another great way to add resistance, but remember, your body weight might be more than enough. 30-second intervals. We're going to start sitting at 90 degrees, nice long neutral spine, and we're going to take our hands or that resistance and rotate. Here we go, 30 seconds. Belly button is sucking in towards your spine, flexing through those core muscles, and this should feel like a comfortable range of motion. We're not stretching, we're not forcing the movement. Chin stays level, going at your own pace. Breathing, we're halfway. 30 seconds. Strong and steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now holding your resistance, bending your knees, we're gonna lean back. An isometric hold, feeling length. Now remember, if you don't have resistance, you can hold your hamstrings, you can bring your hands to your chest, maybe your arms out. Lots of variations. When we do an isometric hold, make sure you're not holding your breath. Belly is sucking in. We've got 5 seconds. Seal those inner thighs. Bring it up. Now we're gonna go back to that isometric hold. And you can do the same thing again, holding, or we can add rotation. If you add rotation, keep in mind, we're in a more compromised position. So your movement's gonna be slower than we were at 90 degrees. Your range of motion might also be smaller. Nice long neutral spine. Be mindful of your back, your range of motion. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your resistance between your knees, leaning back on your forearms. We're gonna pull our knees into our chest with a hip hinge. Shoulders are low and relaxed. Neck is long and lean. Chin stays level, so you're looking at the ceiling or at the wall. Knees stay bent, hinging at the hip. Sucking the belly in with each contraction, and then controlling that hip hinge. 3, 2, keep the hip hinge, but lower to the floor. So it's a double crunch, meeting in the middle. Resistance might be between your knees, or you might be using your body weight only. Looking up at the ceiling on an angle, not looking at the resistance, not looking at your knees. Now, if an exercise does not feel comfortable for you, go ahead and do the previous exercise, or you can always go back to a basic crunch. Breathing. All right, one of my favorites, arms extend out, legs extend up, and we're gonna tilt. Start small, don't force this movement. The range of motion, it's one thing to tilt to the side. It's a completely other challenge to have to contract and lift back up. Try to keep both shoulder blades flat on the floor. Belly is sucking in towards your spine. Knees are bent, and our knees are in line with our hips as we rotate. Great job. Grab that dumbbell. We're gonna do a basic crunch. 30 seconds right here. Dumbbell or weighted ball, resistance is on your chest. If you don't have resistance, or if you need a little bit of head support, you can bring your fingertips behind your ears. Basic crunch, going at your own pace, your own range of motion, isolating your core. Stay with that basic crunch, and we're gonna extend from our chest to our knees. Pushing through that resistance, keeping the same form. Remember, at any time, if you want to set your resistance down, use your body weight. And if you need support, fingertip touch behind the ears. Breathing through the interval. We've got 5 more seconds. There's no rest through today's workout, so keep going. Basic crunch, but the resistance comes overhead. We're gonna do overhead to our knees. The basic crunch, your form, your alignment has not changed. We're getting a little more fatigued. We're adding a little bit more of a challenge, so your speed is probably gonna slow down. That's more than fine. You can always go back to the previous exercise if you need to, or a basic crunch. We're gonna take this overhead to knees, just a little bit off center. So we're not twisting per se. What we're doing is extending overhead, and that little bit of off-centeredness engages the obliques, the transverse. Keep going. Almost there. 5 seconds. Now back to center, overhead. We're gonna do alternating knees. Pulling the knee in, reaching your hands or reaching the resistance to alternating ankles. You can do this movement without resistance with a fingertip touch. That's a great option if you need it. This is your core workout. What do you need today? We want to work outside our comfort zone safely. Now both legs. This is just like that double crunch, except the resistance is in our hands instead of between our knees. Belly is sucking in. Keep breathing. Almost 10 seconds. Range of motion might be smaller, but our alignment, our form is right on point. 3, 2, and 1. Extending our legs. We're gonna go overhead, alternating ankles with straight legs this time. It's a longer lever. If it's longer than what you need, you can actually bend your knee and then extend out straight, or you can bend your knee and keep your feet on the floor. 10 seconds. Now you can stay here, or we can do a V-sit, lifting both legs up, breathing. Overhead to both legs, or one leg, or a basic crunch. That's always a choice. Keep it up. 10 seconds. These intervals feel like they're getting longer, but that's just because we're getting more fatigued. 3, 2, and 1. Legs up. They're gonna stay there, chest to toes. Now we don't just wanna reach our arms up. This weight is not heavy enough for a chest press. But when you add that reach, the arms are working and every muscle in the torso is working. Shin is level. Neck is long and lean. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resistance between your knees, palms up. We're gonna do a pelvic tilt. Contracting the core and using that contraction to tilt your hips, reaching your legs toward the ceiling. We're not rocking back and forth. Our legs don't move. Visualize a wall in front of you and your legs don't come forward. I like my palms up because otherwise I find myself really pushing into the floor. And we don't want our arms lifting our hips. We want our core lifting our hips. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic job. Reach those arms up. Extend those legs out. Couple nice deep breaths. Now we're gonna do a plank. Holding your hamstrings. Sit up nice and slow. Now, if you have a ball, it's fantastic. If you have a dumbbell, it works too. If you want to use just your body weight, of course, that is a choice. Now, you can stay on all fours. You can be modified, straight line head to your knees, or you can be on your toes, lift and hold. Straight line from our head to our heels. Try not to push your heels forward. And try not to have your wrists below your face. When your wrists are below your shoulders, when your heels are above your toes, our body works harder. Arms are straight, elbows are soft, pressing the floor away through the pads of our fingers, pads of our palms. Belly button sucking up towards our spine. It's a 30-second plank to start. Traditional plank, hardest option you can do. Soften the knees, sink it back. Now we're gonna do another 30-second plank. And if you wanna add a little ball roll or a dumbbell roll, go right ahead. Lift and hold. So the plank hasn't changed, but we take the ball and we roll it from one hand to the other. Try to minimize leaning or bouncing. Nice long neutral spine. We're halfway already. Breathe. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Soften the knees, sink it back. Feel that length, feel that stretch. Now on to all fours. Bird dog, one of my favorites. So we're on all fours and we're gonna alternate. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Reach and lower. Reach and lower. Good, belly is sucking up towards our spine. Feeling that length. Seconds. Three, 2, 1. Quick rest. Our last exercise, we're gonna do bird dog again. We're gonna do that spinal extension. If you would like to use your resistance, make sure it's light enough that you can do it safely. 30 seconds. Reach and reach. Reach and reach. Great job. Long neck. Don't shrug your shoulders. We're not arching our back. We're extending. Breathe. Almost there. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sink it back. Feel that length, extended child's pose, reaching through your fingers, sinking your hips over your heels. Couple nice deep breaths as you rest your forehead on the mat. Round up nice and slow. And we are all done. Fantastic job, workout worthy. That was a quick, effective core workout. Make sure, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and come back. Your workouts, consistency is key. You can do this amazing ab routine anytime, anywhere, with or without resistance.